Welcome to the KOMO Sports End Zone podcast with KOMO Sports Director Niko and Najee Moye.
It is divisional playoff week. Welcome to the KOMO Sports End Zone. I'm Niko with Najee Moye, and boy, we've got a lot of breakdown here, Najee.
Niko, things are happening day by day, and you just dropped, not you, we just learned a big new development.
For our newsroom, I suppose.
For our newsroom. Oh, my God.
So I'll take you through it. Like,
you gave us not you, but there was a couple of very stressful moments for everyone in the newsroom this afternoon.
I'll start with, we're at the VMAC, waiting for press conferences where Sam Darnold was one of the people talking.
Right.
And here comes the Seahawks PR team. Like, okay, here's the injury report. Josh Jones, offensive lineman, out. And we had to add Sam Darnold questionable. And a couple people were like, wait, Darnold? Sam Darnold? Like, almost checking. He's like, yes, Darnold with an oblique. And it's like, oh, wow, this is real. And not that they would ever joke about that, but it was like one of those sinking in feelings.
Yeah.
And
it's concerning.
It is concerning. Yeah. It was shocking, quite frankly.
Yeah.
And so, but luckily, within a few minutes of that, we knew Sam Darnold was talking. They said he's still talking. And to me, when you're looking at these situations, that's always the first positive sign that a guy is going to be able to play. Like, if he's really hurt or they're trying to be cagey about his status, then he's not going to do a press conference.
Right. No.
They're not going to let him field a million questions about it. And sure enough, Sam said, I'm pretty confident I'm going to play. Just saying that he went out there at practice. Something didn't feel right with the oblique.
Yeah.
Why push it on Thursday?
Exactly.
It's
a smart move.
Yeah, it's a completely smart move. But let me just give you the house cleaning. And you already know this, but for folks out there who may not be familiar, when in the NFL, if you leave practice or you're limited and can't practice fully for any reason, whether it's injury, illness, family leave, death in the family, whatever it might be, you have to go on the injury report.
Yeah.
And questionable is the nicest other than probable, but that's more of a different down the line one.
Right.
Questionable is about as nice as you can get, but by rule, he had to go on the injury report because he left to get treatment instead of pushing into practice. So it's funny, though. Clint Kubiak talked first, and he was praising Drew Lock. Hey, Drew had great reps today. Hey, there's a reason that we went out and got Drew Lock. This is it. And you're like, oh, shoot. They're like, but then Darnold kind of came out and said, no. Like, the chance of him, he literally said the chance of him not playing is almost zero.
It almost makes sense for Kubiak to even say something like that, just to be like, just to let everyone know he is, Drew Lock is QB2, but he's always kind of, as a coach, you always have to have a backup plan no matter what.
Yeah.
I mean, just even seeing Sam Darnold's name on an injury report 2 days before the biggest game of the year is stressful.
Okay? Yeah,
it is. Sense. Yeah.
And it's one, but I would be utterly shocked if he's not starting. Now, what you have to monitor, Najee, is an oblique, especially for a quarterback, really anybody in football, it's like every movement you make.
Yeah.
Your oblique's pretty central. It's your core and all that stuff, near your core and all that. And so
when you end up throwing the ball and you twist your body in that way,
right?
I mean, what you said, it was the left side.
It's the left side. So when he finishes the throw,
right.
So
the only concern that I may have about this is that you're off for a week.
Right.
The Seahawks, you had the first round bye. This is maybe what practice, like the second or third.
I mean, they've been going since Monday.
Yeah. So okay, and this is like I mean, just I don't know. It's just your body works in a mysterious ways.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not concerned.
This sounds like the exact situation where you do those numbing cortisone shots, or whatever they're called.
Oh, yes.
Just to get them through. It's not a serious injury. Like you broke a leg.
No, it's not a broken leg.
But listen, you're gonna have to watch him closely Saturday. In case that numbing stuff isn't working.
Did you see him run at all or see him in practice?
Yeah, like he ran out and he was actually, it's funny, this caused a little bit of controversy, and I'm sure some of you watching or listening saw this on social media. He was using like a shoulder massager. Everybody's like, what's going on? And then he has this oblique injury. Well, his shoulder's not your oblique.
Sure.
It was like one of those little like ball.
It's a Theragun.
Yeah, Theragun. That's what it was. Yeah, Theragun. Thank you.
I've used a Theragun. I need a Theragun on my shoulder and on my calf.
We're just getting old. That's all.
Oh, yeah, life is hard. And Sam is, how old is Sam actually?
No, yeah. I mean, you think about it. He was drafted in 2018, so he's 8 years into the career.
Sure.
But so it's one of those things that he's been around a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that it's one of those things that, again, it caught our attention.
Yeah.
It's newsworthy. It's worth monitoring even as we get into kickoff, into the game.
Right.
But do I think that it's I don't think he's not going to play.
No, it's not like it's a muscle strain. It's not like it's like
it's not like it's a hamstring.
Not like it's a hamstring.
Those things can pop up and kept Julian Love for 6 weeks.
Exactly, and those things can linger around for a long time. But I'm just curious as to the good thing about this is that, as you know, the Seahawks with their game plan historically through the week, it's no surprise for the Niners, at least, that the Niners have played the Seahawks twice already this year. They know the Seahawks want to run the ball. Are you expecting this to change the game plan a little bit?
No, I don't think so.
We're not. We were never going to see Sam Darnold throw the ball 45 times, 35 times, 30 times a game.
Well, if you think about the dominance of that Week 18 win over the Niners, okay, you look at it, 13 points. The offense wasn't that great, but wait a minute, they ran the ball at will.
They ran the ball very well.
They probably could have had I didn't say probably. They probably should have had more points.
Yeah.
You think about the fourth and goal play. Mm-hmm. That's either a field goal or you should have scored. Jason Myers with a rare miss.
He never misses.
JSN had that one play on the sideline where he was out of bounds by a heel.
Yeah.
That could have been a touchdown, and we all thought it was for a minute.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're going to reinvent the wheel. It's just one of those things we've talked about this before. When you play the same team twice in a row, mm-hmm. and you won the way you did, it's kind of like, okay, this is what worked for us. But at the same time, the Niners are going to adjust because it worked against them.
Yeah.
So they're going to be working to stop what you did. So it's like, okay, do you stick with what worked? Do you adjust? And that becomes the term that Darnold infamously used in his time with the Jets, where he's seeing ghost. Because you're trying to think of, like, are you chasing goats, thinking ghosts rather, because you think the Niners are going to do this, but they're actually, and one of those things, that's what he was talking about in that instance.
Yeah.
And it kind of got taken out of context, but it was indicative of how he was struggling with that team.
One thing I would almost expect the Niners to do is, because, Sam Darnold is he's not 100%. Now, also, that being said, it's January. You've been playing all these games. I want to say, realistically, everyone on the team is hurt at some level.
Yeah. They got they got healthier that week off.
Yeah, sure.
Charles Cross, Kobe Bryant are back.
But everyone's got lingering injuries. How many people walking around the street, the city, have like lingering injuries? There's 2 injuries along me right now, listen to Nico's voice. He's obviously not 100%, but he's here. He's in the streets.
It's the playoffs.
He's the playoffs. You got to play through it. Exactly. We're all dealing with something, and Sam Darnold having the courage to talk about it, first of all. But also, one thing I would do if I was the Niners, that that Sam, verbally, we've known this, that Sam Darnold's a little bit hampered. Double down on the run. It's obvious to say, right?
Yeah.
Double down on the run defense. It's obvious to say that
force Darnold to beat you when he's fighting through this.
Exactly. Yeah. We also know that the Niners are not going to have Fred Warner.
Sure.
In this game, the best defender. I would say that their best defender. And let's just talk about the game itself. We're previewing the game.
Yeah.
What are we expecting to see from this game? This is the third matchup, the rubber matchup. The Seahawks lost to the Niners the first game. You're a very winnable game, by the way.
Yeah.
For the Seahawks, and the Seahawks, like you mentioned before, beat the Niners in Santa Clara, 13-3. You were there. You saw it in person. Right. Third game, rubber game, winner take all. Obviously, the rest of them are winner take all. What do you expect to see?
Yeah, I think that. And Mike McDonald talked a little bit about this week, where, listen, the old adage goes, 3 times against a team, it's always going to be tough.
It's very tough. It's
but
tough
the
twice.
Week 1 matchup was 4 months ago.
It was.
Both teams are so different. The Seahawks are much better, and the Niners are better than they were in Week 1 too. Obviously, we saw that against the Eagles.
Yeah.
But I think the Seahawks are at this elite level. It's going to be hard to slow them down. So it's much more about what you saw 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But then it comes down to the tricky part of how, okay, they're going to adjust for this, but how are they really going to adjust for this? And that becomes a tricky part. But it's interesting because, yes, it is the third time this season.
Yeah.
But that first meeting may as well have been like 2 years ago.
It's the first game of the year, and it's, you ideally want to throw the first game of the year coming off of a 3-game preseason to just out of the window,
Yeah,
Sam Darnold was driving the Seahawks. That was also his first game with the Seahawks in general,
right,
by the way. Right. Driving the ball down the field, and he kind of, Joey Bosa, one of the Bosas, Bosa, pushes basically offensive lineman into Sam Darnold, where Sam Darnold's making a throw, basically forcing the fumble or incomplete. I forgot if it was a fumble or fumble. And then he ended up, someone else just jumped on the ball, and that was it.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. I don't think it'll
that's the
happen
thing. Again. I always thought about that game that it was Week 1. This team was clearly still figuring things out.
Exactly.
And they still almost beat a team as good as the Niners.
Yeah.
And to me, like, that's how I left that. A lot of people left that like, oh gosh, Darnold, this and that. I left that game saying, like,
given that that's the only tape we have with Darnold in a Seahawks uniform at that point.
Right. And so, right. No, that was fair. Like, I'm not saying fans that were in, but like, I left it feeling something completely different. And sure enough, they won 3 in a row.
Sure.
And you think about it, you lost 3 games this season by a combined 9 points. Yeah. This team has a great way about them. Obviously, they've won 7, and so it's going to be really incredible to really see, again, one of the more interesting rematches. Like, it's funny because they played the Rams, they won the rematch, but that was a month later.
Right.
Now we're talking 2 weeks to the day when they went down to Santa Clara.
It almost feels like a baseball, this type of turnaround,
Yeah, a little
as far
bit.
as like a little series.
As far as like the football calendar is concerned, sure.
Yeah.
So I think that it's going to be a really unique thing in that way. But here's the thing. This is how I feel about it. There's going to be adjustments, going to be all that.
Right.
You can't adjust for the dark side defense.
No.
They're so good.
No.
I mean, it's just unbelievable, the players on that defense. And you think about, Ernest Jones calling shots. I mean, there's so many leaders. Leonard Williams, DeMarcus Lawrence may be a newcomer, but he's vocal and he's
all time. He's been all time for a long time.
He's been great. He actually he's one of the guys who came up with dark side. He's like, we feel like we turned the lights out on the offense.
Yeah.
Dark side defense.
I love that.
And think about that secondary. Oh my God.
And then not only you think about, the Niners, they're playing without one of their best offensive weapons and George Kittle. He's not even out there.
Achilles injury. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're talking about a Niners team that struggled a bit with the pressure the Seahawks provided in Santa Clara 2 weeks ago. And now you take away Brock Purdy's best safety valve in George Kittle.
Yeah.
And so
we're going to get a heavy dose of Christian McCaffrey.
Right. Logic says
Christian McCaffrey.
Right.
Christian McCaffrey.
And logic says to me, Seahawks win. But, there is a wild card now in making sure that Darnold is in fact healthy. Is he 100%? Is he close to 100%? And how's that going to play out?
I think we'll be fine.
I do too.
I think so too. And weather's not even going to be an issue. It's going to be one of the sunniest, warmest days we've had in January ever.
We'll take
50 degrees, 50 plus degrees during kickoff.
That was a tease going down to the Bay Area 2 weeks ago. It was like 65 degrees.
Yeah, and that's what we're probably going to see. We're having one of the more drier Januaries that we've had in a while. I just can't believe it. And let's look at the rest of the NFC. On the other side of the bracket, not the other side of the bracket, but the other NFC game, which you got the Rams going to snowy Chicago with a high of 18 degrees and maybe snow at kickoff. I don't want to look too far ahead, but this could be a situation. This goes back to how good the NFC West is.
Right.
That the Seahawks could end up playing the Niners and
it would
Rams
be kind of fitting.
It would be fitting because that's really. More the Rams than the Niners, I feel like, have been kind of just right there with the Seahawks throughout the whole entire year.
The Bears did show me something with that rally against Green Bay.
Yeah.
That was impressive.
Yeah, they were good. Sorry, Austin. But
we got a Packers fan in here. Super Photog Austin.
He's working hard.
Super Sports Photog.
Slandering his name from a distance.
Yeah, he's helping me make sure this newscast goes on while we do this. Yeah. Najee, what's your key in this one for the Hawks?
Kenneth Walker.
Okay.
And the thing is, we always say run the ball, and we almost see them running the ball, and it's always the Seahawks running the ball in like a timely way to get a first down on the 3rd and 2, maybe or like getting closer to a first down on second and 7 or something like that. We want to see Kenneth Walker do the passing game.
Yeah,
I think he's at his best when you get him warmed up, passes, runs. I think Charbonnet is definitely your rhythm back almost. Your pound.
Yeah, can ground you down.
You want to make sure that these defensive linemen are not checking up too much to be able to look around like, oh God, Kenneth Walker's 2 yards behind me. He's the fastest guy on the field. I say he's definitely the fastest guy on the field. Sam Darnold, for this game to go the Seahawks' way in their game plan, he doesn't have to throw the ball more than 15 times for them to win.
Interesting. No. You're not wrong.
I think I don't want to say this is maybe old school football. Well, actually, it really is. It's kind of kicking it back to the 80s. Holding the ball, clock management, game management. Your defense will do its job, barring any obsceneness from the Niners. Kenneth Walker needs to touch the ball, not necessarily for a carry, but touch the ball at least 20 to 25 times a game, I think, through the pass.
I'm fine with that.
I'm talking about like run the darn ball. You know what I'm saying, and screens and things like that.
I like that hat, by the way.
I love that hat. I love the hat so much. What do you think, Nico? What do you need to see?
Yeah, I just my key, and it's gonna sound like a cop out, but it's how I really feel about this. I think the Seahawks have the best defense in football.
I agree.
And if the defense just does its thing, I don't think anybody can beat them.
The Seahawks went.
They haven't lost since November 16th for a reason.
The last game, God, that's
2 months,
and that's crazy to
2
say
months.
too. The Seahawks went on the road the last game of the year when they already solidified a playoff seed on the road, division rival, second game, to San Francisco, a good team, a 12-win team, and didn't allow them to score a touchdown.
3 points. And here's the thing: the Niners had that one drive when they went down inside, and Drake Thomas gets the interception. There's something about this defense that when it comes down to the key moment, they find something.
Yeah,
sack, fumble, interception, just forcing an incompletion or forcing the 4th down and out or 3rd down and out.
Yeah,
there's something about them, and it goes back to, we talked about this recently. I think I said the difference between the Legion of Boom and this defense. And listen, you can nitpick the personnel all day. They're different people. They're different players.
right.
The Legion of Boom had that chip on their shoulder. They wanted to knock you out. They wanted to this. This defense wants to help its team.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Legion of Boom didn't, of course, but they're like driven by, for lack of a better term, love, right? Like, remember Ernest Jones?
The power of friendship?
Like you remember Ernest Jones with the F-bombs defending Sam?
Yeah.
That was like the coolest thing. I loved every second of that. And you've seen it play out. You think about the Rams game here. Darnold had a couple bad plays. Rams are winning by 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions. Defense shut them down the rest of the way, except for the overtime TD, right? But it's just really impressive that these guys are that good that they can make this like mental switch go on, like, bleep you. We're going to win this ball back for our offense and actually make it happen.
I love that.
And here's the thing. You want to get X's and O's. That defensive line is so good that Mike McDonald has said it, like, they're stopping the run so well that he's playing nickel most of the time. Yeah. He's playing just 2 high
You don't
safeties.
even have to, you don't
That's
have to
what I'm
bring
saying.
anyone
Like,
else.
because the D line is going to generate enough pressure. They're going to stop the run on their own, and they're going to still dare you to pass it because they got all those guys back there. Like, it is such an awesome defense.
And
if they just keep it rolling, it's been 2 weeks, but I see no reason to suspect they won't. If they just keep it rolling, like, I don't see who can stop them.
Coach McDonald has his team playing in a very disciplined way, disciplined and angry type of way. And you talk about the Rams game, the Niners don't have a guy who can take over a game the way Puka Nacua tried. Kind of did.
I mean, his numbers were great. Yeah,
his numbers were obscene. Took over that Rams game to it. They still lost, by the way. I don't think the Niners have a guy like that. Christian McCaffrey's kind of close to that. George Kittle's a safety. I mean, Dewan Jennings. He's kind of an X factor, but he's not exactly receiver one. I can't even imagine. And the thing is, I'm just happy to be talking about this and to know that at the beginning of the year, many people were like, Seahawks, 7 games?
Yeah.
You heard it here first. 7.5.
We were over on that.
Yeah.
You were spot on.
I was not as over as they actually were.
You said 13, though. That was more. I said 11.
To be fair, I said 12.
You said 12 or 13.
I said 12 or 13.
Don't sell yourself short.
And look at where we are.
Look at where we are. You like my shirt?
I love that shirt.
12. Simply Seattle creation.
I love that shirt.
Now, what the hell color is that, Najee?
This is maroon. I think. This is dark red. Let's just call this dark red.
Open that blue bag.
What blue bag?
The one right in front of you.
Okay, here we go. Austin, thank you.
You don't have to put it on if you don't want to. We got to get you right.
I'm not going to put it on.
You just like drape it or something.
This is beautiful.
See, there you go.
Look at this.
Simply Seattle always has those great ideas.
I don't want to squaw into the camera, or into the microphone. But this
there
is
you
good.
go.
Yeah. See, and the thing is, you can use this not just this weekend, all through next year and the year before, because
for as long as the NFC
12
West
will always be greater than 49. I mean, I love this so much. Niko, if this is a gift, I'm taking this. I don't care if it's a gift or not. I'm taking it.
I mean,
it's very good.
I was thinking you'd put it on. Then
you
want to give it to Austin after you put it on? Like,
I'm gonna give
no,
it to
I'm
Austin
kidding.
There you go.
No,
it's so sick though. Honestly, I wish I could be at Lumen Field this weekend. I mean, the atmosphere is going to be sensational.
That's what they talked about.
First home game in first home
since the Rams game.
In a while.
And the Rams game, we saw that atmosphere.
Yeah,
finally being what it should be, and
the 12s
meant something. You see the Seahawks sending out the warnings like, "Hey, if you're reselling your tickets as like a priority or primary thing, we're gonna, look at your season ticket status." And there's tens of thousands of people that would love to be on that wait list.
Yeah,
so
I'd love to be there.
What do you have for a prediction?
See, the type of game I'm kind of thinking of is like, run the ball. We're going to kick it back to 1985.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the Seahawks win 27-10.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna guess, because I'm not just thinking. I'm thinking about the offense and the defense. Run the ball for sure, but I mean, I'm thinking of a pick six. I saw you were talking about Legion of Boom.
Yeah.
I was on TikTok like everyone else's. And I saw everyone in Seattle probably saw a Legion of Boom kind of like highlight reel play. There's like a Cam Chancellor highlight reel. There's no Cam Chancellors on this field. There's a lot of guys that are close to it.
Nicky Manwari will be, I think, one day.
And that's his favorite player, too. And I saw it was a divisional game against the Carolina Panthers with Cam Newton. He picked Cam Newton off.
Right.
And then he blocked a field goal in that same game, too. It was a couple years ago. And I just got so motivated. I was like, I'm going to
it's so cool.
Push-ups right now, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going 24-13 Seahawks.
We're close. We're aligned on this.
Like, I think it'll be like they're in control.
Yeah.
You're never really worried.
I think everything that all the points that they should have had, could have had, in that 13-3 game, they'll just finish it.
Yeah,
you know?
And the Niners will get something. When I say 13 for them, 1 touchdown, 2 field goals.
Yeah. They'll get field goals.
It might even be 24-9, but I'm going to go 24-13
because
I think they're very good still.
The Niners are more hampered now than they were then.
Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, 24-10, it could be. I think it's going to be in that range. I'm saying 24-13 is the fish.
What I will say is we can't sleep on them, though, despite that.
They know the road. They're talented.
A 12-win team. You can't count out Kyle Shanahan, even though he does remind me of a human personification of a Monster Energy drink sometimes. You know? I do think, for him to get this team to this level, given all the injuries they've had, the fall off that they've had, kind of from their intensely glory days that they were, demolishing us a couple years ago.
Well, that's the thing. They know the road. They've been on the stage.
They know what
Super
to do.
Bowls, NFC championships.
But it ends here for them, unfortunately.
I agree. So. I just think that, like you said, can't cut them out.
Nope.
They're going to have some tricks up their sleeves.
Yeah.
Walking into this saying just unequivocally, "Oh, it's over." Well, no. Rivalry.
Playoffs. No. And this is.
I just believe so much in the Seahawks that I don't see them losing.
I believe in Mike McDonald, and I'm sure the Baltimore Ravens wishes that they try to keep him around a little bit longer. Hindsight is 2020.
That's a whole nother discussion. I don't think they should have fired Harbaugh, but that's Myra's hurt most of the year.
No comment.
Well, you got him with your Giants now, so you're happy.
Man.
This is such a cool shirt.
It is a cool shirt.
I'm like, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, and
it's very bright. It's a good blue.
I'm like, I keep looking down. I'm like, oh yeah, I like that blue.
Yes,
it's more like the throwback color scheme, a little bit of mix with that. But, and I got my rivalry series jersey there because you know what, they wanted it.
And you know what? And no one really loved the jersey. I love the helmet. Austin told me he liked the helmet, but
should the Seahawks win this thing, I think there's going to be maybe not this creation, but there's going to be some similar stuff coming out.
Oh, for sure.
A little bit of a teaser.
Oh, for sure. Oh,
we'll keep an eye on it.
Wow. How about that? Keep it here, guys.
Friend of the program. We love Simply Seattle.
We love Simply Seattle. Send us all your stuff. we all wear
So 24-13, 27-10.
Yes.
What do you got? Austin's off camera. What do you got?
30-3. Let's go.
30-3. Holy cow.
Let's go.
Jeez. Yeah. You are now an adopted Seahawks fan since your Packers lost. But Naj, I think we hit the nail on the head on this one. You like?
I hope so. Can you imagine
if it was like the other way around? The Niners fans would be in these comments, and they would deserve to be in those comments.
They would outnumber Cardinals fans 14-1. Man, let me tell you.
Seahawks haven't lost to the Cardinals since 2021.
They won't lose for another 10 years.
No, probably not.
No.
I like your key about the run game. To me, it's defense.
Yeah.
Offense does enough. And here we go. First home playoff game at Lumen Field since the end of the 2020 season. First one with fans in the stands since the end of the 2019 season, because that 2021
first
no
home
fans.
Playoff games post-pandemic.
Right.
People are going to be ravenous.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. There was the one during that fans weren't allowed. There was the one maybe a month or so before all heck broke loose.
Yeah.
That fans were there, and that was the last one.
Yeah.
That was that wild. No, that was the one loss there. So here it is. Line them up. This is what you play for all year. Mike McDonald likes to say you earn the opportunity, you deserve it, and let's see what the Seahawks do with this first playoff bid under Mike McDonald, who downplayed that whole thing.
Remember, guys,
which I absolutely loved. He was just like, we're staying focused on what we got to do.
Pressure is earned. But
I don't think this team feels that pressure. I really don't.
No, but given the way the Mariners season ended,
it's been a crazy few months.
It's been a crazy few months. It's been a great year, by the way.
Yes, it has.
But I'm confident. I'm confident.
And that's with respect to the Niners. That's just how good the Seahawks are.
I'm confident this week. I'm confident next week.
Wow. See you in Santa Clara.
I'm confident the week after, and the week
Mike
after.
McDonald's like, Najee, shut up. One game at a time.
One game at a time.
But I share your sentiment. I really do.
The confidence is there. This team, is an excellent team. I can't stress.
You'll have to wear that shirt all over Seattle when they win.
I'll do it. I'll wear it at Merchants on Saturday.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Najee,
Niko,
this was fun.
This was good.
Yeah,
this was good.
There you go. 5:00 Lumen Field. I'll be live for KOMO News with a recovered voice, I would hope.
Hopefully.
And it's much better than it was a couple days ago.
Really?
Allergies outbreak, yeah.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, so it's here we go. We'll be live at KOMO News Saturday after the game, hopefully talking about a Seahawks win. We'll do a rapid reaction. And of course, Najee and I will be back next week, probably talking about the NFC Championship. So hopefully,
yeah.
definitely. Hopefully.
We'll see.
For Najee, I'm Niko. Special thanks to producer Taylor, Photog Austin. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.